Sound check. Okay, now we're running. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Stream is okay. Guys, welcome everybody to the live stream. I'm terribly sorry for the delay. I was away from my home because I was on some sort of a small event, and so yeah, I basically ran back, just set up everything. Explain took ages to load. I'm not joking. Especially because I've updated to the newest beta, and then for some reason my microphone decided to be plugged off from the program. So yeah, I'm terribly sorry. It was my mistake to take all of this time. So yeah, sorry for that, guys. Welcome everybody. Hello LPCB plane spotting. Hello Syncrash Flyer 297. Hi everyone. I hope the stream is running nicely and smooth and you can hear me just fine. So welcome to this small adventure on the 737 with Transavia. You guys voted on the Transavia airplane, which I kind of support. I don't know why, but I kind of look this company. I like the greenish livery, and I like the old livery kind of more than the new one. I don't know, maybe it's just because I remember seeing this company when I was a kid, and it kind of always connected to me, so it's pretty cool. So we're using the old livery of Transavia. If you want this livery, there's a link in the description. There are a few ones with the old one, so feel free to use that. And we are using, I wrote updated Zibo 737 because indeed Zibo has been doing some updates regarding the flight model and so on the aircraft. And I thought, well, we haven't flown on the 737 for a while, so why not take it for a spin and test what's different. I've been just doing some experimentation a little bit off camera, and I must say it's gotten interesting, definitely. So it's good. I like where it's going. Definitely feel more of the airplane compared to what it was before. Definitely there is a little bit more weight to it. Now of course I haven't flown a 737 in real life, but kind of makes sense on what it should be. So that is great. Also, you got all of this ground equipment. And the bus is not from the ground handling. The air stairs are come with Zibo as well, so that's really nice. And yeah, we're using the latest beta, which came out I think yesterday, for X-Plane, which has like improvements on ATC and some, I mean, a lot of other stuff. But most important for us, it has weather improvements regarding that change. A fresher that you guys used to get in the cruise. You guys remember probably we had like 300 or 400 feet of difference all of a sudden in the cruise. And so yeah, definitely looking forward to try that out. So today we're flying Transavia flight 7028 from Paris Orly to Toulon. And the next I'm not going to pronounce because I'll probably say it wrong. Why are we doing this flight? Because Toulon has a very interesting approach, at least if you check it out on Flight Radar. The airplanes that come from Transavia to there do something like a visual circling, I don't even know. And they usually line up with the runway at 500 feet or a little bit lower than 500 feet. So that's like really, really close. So I really want to try that out today, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So that's the plan. And from there, from Toulon, I'd really like to do a short positioning flight, just like, you know, empty plane, no passengers, just fuel, and do a quick hop to Nice to make a visual to Nice, because it's always nice if you get the pun. So yeah, let me just go through the chat. LPCB, answering your question, do I have a plane ready for the flight to Castelo Branco? Yes, I do, and it's going to be the King Air C90B. Syncrash Flyer 297 stream and sound is good. Thank you very much, and I hope you are good. You're enjoying your new place as well, and everything is awesome. Also, I've got a couple of new stuff coming on the channel soon, I think, so stay tuned. It's going to be fun. And Ekaterina, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah. All right, so let's go into the cockpit. Let's start up a little bit the plane. Just make a couple of checks. First things first. So the brake is set. Engines are off. The flaps indicator correspond to the, actually the flaps switch correspond with the flaps indicator. Speed brakes are stowed, the gear is down, and our wipers are off. So we can now power up. I will call the ground service, the GPU, because I didn't want it on the outside because it makes a lot of noise and it's just annoying. So let's go battery, GPU on, and let's now just keep going with the flow. Yaw damper will not work. So let's just hit the IRSs to align. Do a quick check here. Check the attend call, emergency lights, armed. This is all good. This is all good. Window heat can come on already. Hydraulic, electric 1 and 2 come on. This is all good. Logo and position lights coming on. This is an auto. I know our cruise altitude is going to be 350, and I can switch this all to auto. Isolation valve is open. Trim air is going to come on, and voice recorder is going to come to on. Couple of checks here. Not sure they will work here or now. There we go. This is all good. This is all good. This is all good. Now come here to the lower panel. Just check that everything is working nicely. Yep. And what do we have here? Brighten up this so I can see actually. All right, let's set standby 1228. We are of course on VATSIM. This is slightly not real time because, well, probably you have to do a visual approach, or at least a visual approach of this kind. Probably you have to do it during the day. So I moved the time a little bit backward, but we've got real weather, so that's good. Okay, so far so good. Let's put this up and let's see. Do we have any ATC? I expect so. Actually, we don't have any ATC. French ATC has gone on strike. So this sounds good. All right, let's come here now, plan mode. Leave it there, and let's come back. Fuel weight and balance, payload, let's see what do we have. So because I got so late, I haven't actually prepared a lot of the stuff. So let's come into sim brief, which is basically the only thing I have prepared. Then I have here the AIP of France with, I think this is Toulon opened. Yes, it is. Now I just need to find Paris. This should be fairly easy, I think. There we go. Charts, it's all in French, of course, more or less. And let's start opening. So this one is good. This should be the parking positions. Just for the sake of it, let's leave the parking positions on. Now, if I recall, actually, let's see. X-Plane said they would have a new map on. So, is that true? Yes, it is. Nice. We are on Golf 6. Excellent. Now we can just check our position through the map, which is very useful. And active runways are displayed by green, so that is great. Probably the active runway for us is going to be 24, but I'll try to go for runway 25 anyways. And there should be an airplane landing now there. Okay, good stuff. Let's continue. So I've got this for the taxi. And now we need 24 is in use. Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe we'll do a very quick taxi out. Let's find SIDs, runways 24, please. 24, 24, 24, 24, and 24. I actually could take 25 still, because it works. And this is the code. I opened the entirely wrong charts. Let me just confirm that this is going to be the Latra something. So, SID. 2425. We want to go to the south. Maybe it's this one. Let's see. Latra. Perfect. This one works fantastically. So here we go. This is Latra. Departure. Where's the name though? Oh, there you go. Latra 2, Whiskey to X-Ray to Yankee to Quebec to Romeo or to Sierra, depending on the runway. So we'll find that accordingly. Good. So this, and I'm gonna just open. This is how I usually do. If something goes wrong, because you know, I think we fly with active failures, or something could actually go wrong. So we could always need to return. In this case, we would be going back to Paris. It's going to be our takeoff alternate. And I would want the initial approach chart for runway 25 ILS. This is perfectly good. Alright, so I'm just going to leave this here. Open the rest of the charts on the climb out. Now let's check our weights. So, quick calculator. We have a zero fuel weight of 43,111. Our zero fuel weight on SimBrief says 60.878, so we just take that out, and our payload is going to be 17,767. Nice number. So this will be loading up, and for our fuel, let's see, taxi 170, trip, contingency alternate, final reserve, and a total of 6.14 roughly. So let's take 6.3 just for the sake of it, like 200 kilos above. And fuel, I'm gonna call the fuel truck. There we go. It should be coming. I didn't hear the guy, but yep, it's coming. Good stuff. All right, 5.1 is on board. Let's come into the FMC. FMC, position in it. Paris Orly. Set this up. So I'm going to try to go through this quickly so we get going into Toulon. LF Tango Hotel. And our flight.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Oh, nice. So now it actually comes first and then he starts talking. So it's Tango Sierra Victor. 7028. That's inserted. And now I can go to departure. I'll take runway 25, which is the closest one. And now find whatever there is. So let me move this to the second screen. It's going to be Latra something. Latra to Romeo or to X-Ray. What's the difference? Let's do to Romeo. No transition route. There it is. Activate. Execute. Next page. Let's now put everything else on the plan. So direct Lamut. Then direct Utuva. Oh. Ooh, okay. Stand by on that. So we come here. Show you. Because we have different coordinates and both are waypoints. We come here and we search for Latra. And now we search for the coordinates, which should be somewhere.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
I thought it would be there. Let me see. Okay, probably it's a different layout. I'm gonna risk and take the first one. Execute. And now, oops, sorry. Finish with the rest of the plan. So Utuva. Then to Lurga. Then we have Liquid. Nice. Then we have Uniform Yankee 30 to Xatel. And from there on we have the approach. Let's execute this. Performance in it. No, I'm gonna go arrival first. Arrival. Also refueling is complete, so seatbelt sign are gonna come on and fuel pumps are gonna come on. the fuel is balanced and we have exactly what we need. So for Toulon, what I want to do is I want to try and land on runway 23, and for that there is no aids for runway 23, so I'll just leave it there, and I will use what Sim Brief tells me, but probably we're going to change that. So now let's just put 10 miles here, FPA 3 degrees, execute, and that is done. Now performance in it, I should be able to set this up. Yep. Our planned fuel is 6.2. Reserves, we have 1.1. Cost index is going to be pretty low. Actually not, 40. Not bad. 40 on the cost index, and cruise level 350 with an average cruise wind of 123 at 19. Top of climb, outside air temperature to be expected is standby -56. Excellent. Execute, and one limit will go for the rate climb power. Takeoff flaps 5, of course. CG 20.5, that sounds good. 5.75 on the trim, let's set that. That's about right. Speeds of 139, 140, and 148. Setting 148 already on the MCP. And let's do the thrust reduction at 800. Acceleration at 3000 kg. That is set. Let's come through the legs. Just make sure that everything runs nicely. Good. Alright, so here's what we're going to be changing. What we are going to be doing, our approach is going to be slightly different. We're going to come straight over the airfield, and from there on we'll execute a visual turn to the left, an interception, and then land visually. So this is going to be interesting. If you come to flight radar, actually, you will see the guys doing it, and it's really nice. Okay, so we have Paris Charles de Gaulle tower, but not on our side, so that's actually fine. Good. Now let's see, what do we have regarding of weather, because that's important, you know. Significant weather on the route? None. Brilliant. Infrared satellite? Nothing. Excellent. Nothing on the weather radar. So that is wonderful. Let's come here to the airport briefing. Just check here Paris. And Cooler, hey, welcome to the stream. Hope you're fine. Sorry for the delay, for the late stream today, but really had to be. Alright, so we've got winds of 1906, ceiling visibility okay, temperature 7 is quite cold there, wow. And QNH is 1020, no significant change, so this is nice. 8 is for IVEO. Arrival 25, departing 24. We'll just go with runway 25 anyways, because we can do it. And the rest is all about nice. Minus runway 24 unserviceable due to maintenance, not used because possible false indications. This is really interesting. Alright, and what do we have regarding no temps for Toulon? We got taxiway Tango 8 closed, taxiway Tango 3 closed due to works. ATS hours of operations Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So they would be closing in 20 minutes in real life, so of course we're gonna disregard this. Plus I actually am flying like at 13 UTC in the same time, so that's actually good. Duathlon exercise in few areas, airspace, temporary restricted areas, to temporary dangerous areas. When does this happen? From 7th of October to 6th of... Wow, okay. From surface to 800 feet above mean sea level. some modification of mail, and the rest sounds about good. Alright, good. So we've checked everything, which means I think we are more or less good. So let's actually start the flight leg. And I'll probably start the APU as well. 2, 3, good. Yacht Emperor can come on. IRSs went quite quickly aligned. Oh, you've been here. Cooler, nice. Alright, and my AVTab is not binded. So, AVTab. Toggle tablet on A. There we go. Charts. 737 checklist. Yes, I do have. I'm using this old one from Transavia, but I kind of like it. So, what's going on? Okay. So, we're going to do the pre-flight check first, then we're going to do the briefing, and then onwards to whatever we need. So, pre-flight checklist. The voice recorder is on. I know I switched it on. Gear pins are removed on board. Oxygen. Can we do the test? Good. Nav transfer and display switches are all in the normal position. Window heat is on. Pressurization mode selector is on auto. Flight instruments heading and altimeter actually is a good time to set the QNH 1020 on the standby as well. And on the first officer side, reading 320 on both sides. Heading is the same. Good. Parking brake set pressure normal and engine start levers are cut off. So pre-flight check is complete, which is excellent. And that means we can go over to the departure briefing. So for that, are you guys ready for the departure briefing? I sure am. So we're flying 737-800 on the newest and greatest Zibo. Update, flight Transavia 7028. The note AMs are checked. We have nothing significant for our departure airport. Apart from the non-working ILS on runway 24, weather is fantastic and TIs will not be required. No terrain radar required as well. We are on stand Golf 6, which is right here. I anticipate to be pushing back over to... Oh, the crying kid is just fantastic. Over to Whiskey 2, then to Lima Golf November, Whiskey 1 to Whiskey 5, Whiskey 3-1, all the way here to the holding point, runway 25 exactly. Actually, Whiskey 3-2 should be perfectly enough, because the runway is long enough. The runway is dry, wind is 190, so crosswind from the left. It's not significant though. We're gonna depart with flaps 5, climb, derate 1, and climb power. Our departure is gonna be via Latra to X-ray, basically straight ahead, left, then left again, Lalux, Latra. We have one altitude restriction below flight level 100, but probably we can disregard that. There is no ATC. Radio navs are not required, although for good purposes I could have set the ILS frequency for runway 25, just because, well, yeah, something could go wrong. So 108.15, let's go 108.15, and the course is 108.15, 253. There we go. So we got at least one. I'm gonna set the next one later if we do require. No special considerations. And for the abnormals, well, this is Boeing, so until 80 knots we'll reject for anything between 80 knots and V1 only for significant malfunctions. In which case I'll call reject, thrust to idle, max, reverse, let the auto brake work, stop in the runway, apply the parking brake, cabin crew at stations, and then advise anybody on Unicom and access the situation. If the failure happens after V1, we continue straight ahead climbing to at least 3,200 feet and then vector ourselves back for our ILS runway 25. Now takeoff alternate, we are not overweight, I think, because this is a fairly short flight. Our max landing weight is 66. We're departing with 66.8. Okay, we are on the limit. So probably if we depart and then vector ourselves back, we probably burn the 500 kilos, so that should be fine. We won't consider we are overweight. The rest is fine, no other considerations, no lost comms, I anticipate at least. That's the brief complete. You guys have any questions? If so, post those in the comments. Alright, we've got APU, let's switch on the gen, we've got the bleed on, and I can start probably closing some doors. I'm gonna switch on the beacon lights for them to help. And remove some of this stuff. I can probably disconnect the GPU as well. And I'm gonna call better pushback. Wait, can I do it through here? Yes, I can.
Run to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I'm gonna go here.
Run to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Fantastic. So this is really nice. I'm gonna leave this on page. Right, bye-bye. Page for the performance.
Orly traffic, Iberia 05 Fox Kilo is going to be tech runway 24 by Whiskey 41 for Orly traffic.
And overhead seems good. Anti-collision light is on. The door is closed. We can deny for it to be locked. There is the pushback truck. And we are going to do before start checklist. So papers are all aboard. You guys got your papers with you? You better do. Mobile phones are off. Don't do that, because otherwise we won't be able to look at the stream. Flight door is closed and locked. Fuel, we've got 6.3. It's balanced. Passenger signs are on. Windows are unlocked. I don't think we can open the windows yet. Yeah, not. MCP. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. You see, that's why checklists... that's what checklists are for. So runway heading is 253, as you guys have probably recalled. So let's set 253 on the runway heading. And initial climb is going to be... Do we have it even on the chart? Initial climb? I don't think so. Let's set 10,000. Arm VNAV and LNAV. So that is armed CDU pre-flight is completed, rudder and aileron. We have green and 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing is completed. Anti-collision light is on. Check standby. Before start, checklist is complete. Whoops. Alright, we are ready. Got everything running nicely. Let's just check there's nobody around us. I really like this livery. And brakes are released, clear to push. We're gonna start 2 and 1. There we go. Start the clock. Actually, not this one, but this one. And let's go. Packs off. Start valve open. And 2 is on the rise. (22). Introduce the fuel. There's fuel flow, EGT, we've got N1 rise. That's a good start. Let's start number 1, start valve open, and 2 on the rise. You guys know I've been flying this week. I've been learning a plane. I know that Sim Crash Flyer knows what plane it is. Try to guess the plane. 21, 22, there's the fuel. And that plane is... Well, I don't know even how to describe it. To say complicated is probably an understatement. But yeah, I've been flying that plane, and so far, going back to the Boeing, which is kind of like, you know, not the easiest or most intuitive plane there's available out there. And this is the continuous, this is off, X like this is like this, then this. Yeah, this feels such a breeze, you guys can't even imagine. I feel right now like I'm in some kind of a crazy spaceship. But don't worry, you guys will get to see that plane. You will definitely see me struggling with it. Because, you know, if you thought the 720 was difficult, wait until you see that.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set, clear, disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Standby.
Cooler, A350, no, A350 would be fairly easy. Twin Otter, ooh, no. Twin Otter, I think, would be something like a King Air, so no, that will be very easy. Before taxi checklist, we just need to do a quick check of the flight controls and rudder. Good, flight controls checked. Jink is good, recall is checked. Before taxi checklist, generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice off, isolation valve auto, engine start switch is continuous, recall has just been checked. Auto brake RTO, engine start levers idle D10, flight controls checked, flaps 5, green light, ground movement is about to be clear.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time on other side flight.
Thank you very much. Before taxi checklist complete.
Visual traffic, 927, right to the gate.
Visual traffic, Air Force 459 Kilo Juliet, landing runway 27 right.
There's literally nobody here. Alright, let's go, lights on. Brakes are released, hand signal received. Goodbye, my friend. Takeoff config checked. Brakes checked, pedal pressed. Let's go. We are Transavia. We are a low cost. I think they are a low cost. So we need to move fast. And that's exactly what I am going to be doing now. So I'm going to taxi all the way straight ahead and left onto Whiskey. No, it's not a helicopter. But that's a good guess, actually. That's an interesting guess, because helicopters are quite hard to fly. Yeah, it is a bit laggy. I don't understand really why, because we're basically looking to the floor, but I hope it gets fine. 31 knots on the taxi. I think the maximum is 35. We're gonna probably get disconnected from VATSIM, but yep, that's alright. We're gonna connect back. And there's Whiskey. Lima Foxtrot, Whiskey 1, yep, I probably think it's right here. Can confirm, yep, it's this. No, I stopped, my mistake. Gonna be crossing a runway. Yeah, there we go, Whiskey 1. Let's check if we have any traffic. Nope. So, still, let's switch on the transponder. Strobe lights on. But yeah, I have an interesting stream, to say the least, for that airplane planned. It will probably happen in something like 1 to... no, not 1, but definitely 2 weeks, because I still have to polish a couple of things. And probably I will have something else to do on the next week. So, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, we need whiskey 3-2. That's whiskey 3-3. So not this one. Turn lights off. When I say the airplane is fairly old, it comes from the 707 age. It is actually newer than the 707 or the 720, but it's older. It's newer, but it's older. If you get what I want to try to tell you. It's a freeware available for X-plane. Yeah. 717. No, I think 717 is fairly recent. I mean, 707 is like the first Boeing jet. There is whiskey 3-2. Brake nice and slowly. Oh, did it change the taxi wheel? I feel like... Okay, because it's Transavia, we just have received the clearance to go. So there's the warning. Before takeoff checklist, flaps 5 green lights, stabilizer trims 575 units set, cabin identification completed, transponder TARA, we've got no traffic on the left, runway is clear on the right, lights are on. Orly traffic, Transavia 7028, it's going to be departing runway 25. It is a Tupolev, yep.
Austrian 411 mile final runway 27 right, Zibo traffic.
Alright, let's pull him up, 40%. Set the clock. Power stabilized. And 1 toga. Thrust set. Airspeed is alive. Let's go, guys. Let the adventure start. 80 knots. Check. I really hope X-Pilot or X-Plane or whatever just fixes this lagging problem with VATSIM. Rotate. Doesn't want to go up. Positive climb. Europe. LNAV. Oh my god, this is so much easier.
400.
BNAV speed. Orly traffic, Transavia 7028, airborne from runway 25, passing 1400. Orly. And 1. Okay, we've got stuff to do. Autopilot 1. Command. So now, what do? I do this, then I do this, and that's it for now.
Echo traffic, Gas 159 Kilo Juliet, making a right turn on Foxtrot, then left on Echo to join Terminal 2 Foxtrot.
Here we are accelerating. Speed check, flaps 1. And speed check, flaps.
That's not a problem, we're now on the end of the taxiway, so you can continue straight up. I will need you to join 271.
I think we have an after takeoff checklist. Yeah, engine blades on, packs auto, landing gear up and off, no lights, flaps up, no lights, detent, altimeters will be standard in a second. Yeah, we do have an altitude restriction there. I'm gonna ignore that. QNH 1013 set on 1, 2, and 3. It's reading the same. 350. Set. Oh man, this is so much easier. You can't even imagine. Now, can I clear the... no. No, wait. I can. Perfect. You now recalculate it. Let's go. Zibo's been flying good. I like it. Nice weather outside of Paris. So yeah, I've been flying the Tupolev 134. A very interesting plane, I must say. Very confusing as well. And if you remember the live stream we did on the 720, yeah, it's like probably at least 5 times more difficult. Why am I doing it? I don't know. Probably I wanted some challenge for some reason. So yeah, 10,000, lights off. And so yeah, but it can be quite fun. Why actually? So that's exactly why I will try to bring it on the stream. I just need to learn a couple of more things regarding the autopilot and some of the systems, because basically everything that you think that's there and you are used to it on the modern planes, you either don't have it, or you have to switch it on, or you have to manage it while you use something else. So it's kind of a pain, but anyways, it is what it is.
Pleased to offer personal device entertainment on our United private screenings option, sponsored by the United Plus Explorer card.
Haha, this is the United announcement. Nice. Okay, so because we are going to be doing a visual approach into into Toulon, I actually want to draw some fixes, because this will make our lives so much easier. And for that, first of all, I'm going to close everything related to Paris. So what I want to do is I want to land runway 23. Land at runway 23, then taxi by the runway over to the civilian parking spot, because Toulon is actually half like a military airport, has a lot of military activity, and you will actually notice that there is like the ortho photo around the airport is pixelated, because it's like, well, it's Google pixelated some military bases and etc. Seatbelt sign off. And so it will be pixelated, so don't freak out with that, it's fine. But yes, and we do not have anything, like we don't have any visual. I mean, sorry, not any visual. We don't have any instrument aid for us, or we don't have any chart for that runway, so it's going to be interesting to do it, but I think we can do it. Cooler, I did the ortho for this area, and I think here has the unpixelated photos. Here, I think you want to say some provider, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to aim over to the VOR, like we're going to insert that into the plan, literally. Execute. Then we have a runway 23 correction. Oh, so here is like actually like a name of a provider. All right, that's interesting. I didn't know about that one. Thank you. We'll have to check it out. And now, so because we're gonna overfly basically the over the field, I'm gonna do fix. I will do, what's the runway heading? 229er. 229er minus 90 is gonna be 139er. So 139er. I want to have like, yeah, 139. Just that. And then, next page, I'd love to try to get the runway. But I'm not sure it will allow me to set the runway. Yeah. Well, then at least like this. And then the radial is going to be 049. And a circle of 3 miles. Now I want to overfly the fix or the VOR at 2,000 feet. So as we cross over the airport, we need to be at 2,000 feet. And then it's going to be a fairly short turn. And that should be about it. I don't think I can do much more. Let's come into the next page and check how did I do with my art. Yeah, that sounds more or less right. So, again, what's the idea? Overfly the field. Overfly the field, do an outbound, do a left turn, and then we have to turn inbound. Once we turn inbound, we have to be aligned with the runway roughly at 500 feet. So I'm gonna more or less think 500 sorry, more or less 500 feet. And because 500 feet is going to be roughly how many miles? So 1,000 feet is 3 miles. So 500 is half of that. Wait, did I say that correctly? Yeah, 1 mile is roughly 300 feet, so it's like 2 miles, roughly. So let's do an extra... Can I do 1.5? Yeah, I can, good. So we have to be like more or less aligned with the runway at 1.5, so that's great. So this looks a lot better to me now. Okay, almost at the top of the climb. Looking good on the outside, although what the hell is going on with these clouds? I don't understand them. They say they are updating the weather and they're working on it and etc. And then the weather just looks like this. I mean, what's the fun with this? There is no way there is a layer like this so high up. Anyways. Shay TP, hey man, welcome to the stream. Just in time. You're gonna watch me struggle a bit on the visual. On the visual production. I mean, maybe not struggle actually. Textures look good. Yes, they do, but you know what probably happens? If I come here to the graphics, actually on this one not. It's actually looking more or less good, but I feel like sometimes it renders out some of the ortho textures like really low. Don't know why, but I mean, I know why. It's because of VRAM, not optimized, but not much I can do. 13 minutes into the flight. Everything's looking good. So now minimums. I will consider minimums because this is a circling. It's gonna be, let's see, do we have any? Let's see, ILS Yankee, for example. Circling minimums. MDA for Charlie is 1,240, and that's exactly what we are going to be inputting. So let's go 1,240. Auto brake 3. Why auto brake 3? Ask me. Good question, and that's because I want to vacate here, and the runway is not very long. So we're going to come from runway 23. Runway length is 2.1 kilometers. And I want to vacate here. Then taxi here, because it's basically the only way we can go quick to the civilian apron. Otherwise we have to go like here, 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 and then here. And it's kind of, this is closed. This is, no, wait. There's a gate there, there's a gate there. There's a hotspot there, this is closed, so it's complicated. We'll just simply use the runway. I think that's how they do it as well. So that's the plan. Auto brake 3. Yeah, sounds nice. Okay. How about we do the briefing so that we can kind of forget about it. I mean, not in a way that forget about it, literally, but in a way that we have some free time to focus on the important things later on. JTP, will you be flying to Montpellier? No, I was thinking about flying to Nice, but if you give me a good reason to fly to Montpellier, I'll fly to there, because my idea was to land at Toulon and then basically do something like a positioning flight. So no passengers, absolutely empty plane, because I think it's actually quite fun. And just do like a very short flight. I was about to go to Nice, but if Montpellier can do some interesting stuff, yeah, absolutely, let's do it. All right, and now let's just quickly do an arrival briefing. So, status of the airplane so far, everything is looking fantastic. The weather in Toulon is 280 at 6, so runway 23 is the optimum for us. Variable, ceiling and visibility okay, temperature 16, QNH 1020, so same as in Paris. No TAMs are checked. We've got a couple of taxiways closed. It was Tango 3, and the other one I think was Tango 8. Let's just confirm. Can I close this one? So let's see, Tango 8, so this one here is closed, so we literally have to go through the runway. Anti-yash not be required, we have 1,000 to level off, vertical speed, plus 900. And our top of descent, gonna probably, I have to calculate it myself, so we're gonna skip the top of descent, I'm gonna focus on it now, as we finish our briefing. Our arrival type, as I've spoken, we're going to overfly to here is VOR, then proceed outbound 90 degrees with the runway, then a left turn. I'll use this chart here. Left turn. Actually, this is not the best chart. Do we have like a visual chart? We should have a visual chart for this. What is this? Nope. Nope. Oh wait, this is... Sorry. Got the wrong one. Not this one. Yeah, so basically overfly the field, left turn, and then you see this bay. This is where we have to aim. We aim at this bay, and then we line up with the runway. And that's how we're going to be doing. Constraints. Basically, I want to be at 2,000 feet over the field. That's the only thing I really want to. In case we go around, we basically just proceed straight ahead, then a left turn, vector ourselves back, and try again. Kind of like a traffic pattern. There is altitude hold, level off, fantastic. Radio navs not required, we don't have any. Alternate and fuel, so our alternate is Marseille. Really close, so probably we would just go there if there would be like something really bad happening in the airport, like some plane crash or I don't know, something else, in which case we would divert to Marseille. Config and distance, so the runway is fairly short, 2.1 kilometers, so that's why we're gonna go with flaps 40 and auto brake 3, because then we're gonna have a positioning point. And I really don't want to cook our brakes. Reverse is going to be used, and I plan to exit at the runway. So left turn over to runway 13, and then all the way down to Tango 10, and then to the civilian parking. No special considerations apart from being careful with the visual approach. Be stabilized at 1240, and maintain the airfield always in sight. And I'll try to do it manually. So hand flow. Abnormals, not overweight, don't expect lost comms. That's the brief complete. If anybody got any questions, it's time to ask them. JTP, will you be overflying Montpellier? No, I don't think so. I think Montpellier, yeah, is actually a little bit more to the west, so no. Montpellier scenery from France VFR is the best scenery I have ever bought. Oh, I don't know about it. Cooler, I've been thinking of using photogrammetry to add some of the missing landmarks in Paris. Doesn't Sim... No, wait, how is it called? Oh, what's the name? Sim Heaven X Europe fix that? Doesn't they do it? ShittyP, I saw an explained photogrammetry video on YouTube, looks really cool. What exactly is photogrammetry? Is it like what Google Earth uses when there's like that 3D effect of all the buildings and stuff? That would be insane to explain. That'd be really good to have. Okay, you know what? Because this is like a domestic flight, we are gonna receive a full-blown direct to the VOR, because why not? It is absolutely possible if you ask me. So let's just do it. So there's the direct. I can click on VNAV again. VNAV path, FMC speed. Fantastic. And I want to do my own calculation because I want to be here at 2,000 feet. So I'm going to insert this. And now we're going to calculate. So we have a little bit, just a little bit of tailwind. We are at flight level 350. And if we want to be there at 2,000 feet, basically 35 minus 2 is going to be 33. 33 times 3 is going to be 99 plus 10. It's going to be roughly 109. I'm just thinking, do I add a little bit more or not? Because we actually have to start configuring the airplane as we come over the field, because that's 2,000 feet. That's like gear down time. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go for distance of 114. Yeah, there you go. Well, let's see. Like, we have a big discrepancy with the top of descent. But I want to see if I come here and you see the speed is 240 knots, that's a lot. If I come there and I set 180, which is going to be like a comfortable speed, let's see how much does it change. Yeah, a little bit, but not too much. So maybe we can actually go like 110 then. That's more like it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, Toulon elevation. That's another thing we have to consider. Where is it? 13. So it's like sea level. So I'm going to consider 0. I really like that livery. So yeah, we got the approach ready. Everything's nice. Cooler. Yeah, the problem is it still doesn't work at night. So for now, I do it for only specific buildings. Oh, so you can like select it where you do it. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's treating Google and also how Microsoft does scenery, kinda. Okay, that's really nice. I mean, I've been watching screenshots of Microsoft and all that stuff, and you know, I like to kind of like I don't speak very well about Microsoft because of its physics, because after all, I think the physics are the most important thing in a sim, at least for me, in the systems, in which I think X-Plane is superior. Again, depends on the airplane, of course. There are very good airplanes, like the Phoenix 320, some of the BMDG stuff. There's more on Microsoft, which is very good, but man, the scenery in Microsoft is incredible. I'd love to have that terrain in X-Plane. Alright, and Sim Heaven adds some things, but not everything. The train stations are generic buildings, and Gare de East is missing entirely. Okay. And the Centre Pompidou, I hope I read that correctly, is rendered as a big apartment building when it's a very unique building, useful for VFR. I see. Sim Heaven also does not render my apartment building, there's just nothing there. Okay. The photogrammetry is mostly manual, so you download the mesh from Google, import it into Blender, and convert it into an OBJ file. That's a ton of work then. Like, a huge amount of work. So if you want to delete stuff, you manually delete mesh points. Wow. Jesus, that's oof. That's quite a lot. Synchronous flight to notice some time. I think we can get this next plan. I mean, it's server based, so man, I hope so. I think no matter how Austin doesn't want it incorporated or thinks it's not important, I think it's like for the survival it's very important. And I don't know if you guys saw, but I follow a lot of aviation related stuff in LinkedIn. Sometimes it's like more professional, and CAE, which is like a huge thing, like huge, it's both like flight school, they do sims for like every top airline, it's like state-of-the-art name. They started developing basically graphics engine for all the full flight sims, because basically, you know, you probably know, like the graphics on those sims are super basic, like very old ones, like I think even something like FSX level. And so if they are doing it, it means that it's actually like something important, or at least it's something that they care. And if they care and they are like, I mean, it's like real world, yeah, then I think it should come to X-Plane as well. So I really hope it comes. ShittyP, do you see the link I sent? Nope. I think YouTube probably doesn't allow links, but you can try to put a link with like parents with dot written instead of like the actual dot, so it doesn't recognize the link. cooler. It's basically like Orto before Orto 4XP was made. It's more just one guy proved it can work. Yeah. I mean, and right now, I kind of... Depends on the region, of course, but I kind of don't want to fly without Orto. It's just... I mean, you just look at it. And it's like, yeah, okay, this... Oh, wow, now nice zebra pattern. What's going on there? It's just everything went to zebra. And it's fixed. I don't know what was that. But yeah, you kind of look at it and... I mean, it's cool. It looks real, and I think it's very important. So Shutdown it will never be possible to sell it because of rights, but you can always do it yourself. Yeah, true, but you never know. Oh, there you go. Emil has just sent the link. Can I open it? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, shit, this is loud. Whoa! Oh my god, this looks amazing! Wow, okay, it looks a little bit weird on the tree side of things, but I guess that can be fixed. But the buildings, that is insane. That is such a nice detail. I wonder how does that impact FPS. Whoa, imagine at night, this would be so amazing. Holy crap, this is actually beautiful. Yeah, the trees, I mean, if they would fix the trees, it would look awesome. Wow. Okay. This is nice. I mean, yeah, I hope this this gets done eventually. Thanks, Emil. The problems with photogrammetry is since it's just mesh, there is no building data, so no night lights. Ah, I see. Maybe they could fix that with, like, I don't know, something like, I'm just trying to think. I don't know, maybe they could, there must be a way, like some intelligent developer definitely could find a way for that. And we're dependent on 3D Google Earth. Only a few parts of the world have 3D models. Microsoft does the whole world using AI on the photos. I was about to say AI, but I didn't want to sound like a douche speaking about AI, so I just decided not to. Okay, guys, how about this? We tried VNav on the 737 because, well, it's supposed to be updated, right? And if it doesn't work, we kind of go on our way. So we want 2,000 feet over the field at 180 knots, flaps 5, actually flaps 10, because we're going to use flaps 40. And that's going to be it. Yeah. So 146 is going to be VAP. That's quite fast, I must say. I imagine in the future we could have something like Orto for XP for photogrammetry, but it needs time. Yeah, if somebody actually does something like it. And why the hell is my Opera browser running my own stream in full 1440p for nothing? It's just eating resources. ML, only OP and moderators can send links, unfortunately. Nah, it's okay, it's for a good thing. But thank you for providing us with the link. By the way, Emil, how is your flight going with the tampon? Is the Zibo working fine for you today? It's okay, it's not ChatGPT AI, it is more traditional software. Good. you know, I just think nowadays there is like, it's so trendy to speak about AI that's it's basically AI everywhere, and most of the times I feel like people don't know what they are talking about, and because of that I kinda don't want to sound like them, so I prefer not to talk about it. If that does make any sense for you. Seen Crash Flash to understand. I hope Zibo do the max one time. In X-Plane 12 Max is outdated. Yeah. You saw the Airfoil Labs 737 Max announcement. I got very happy and very annoyed at the same time, because they have the King Air 350, which I own, which is a phenomenal plane, very well modeled, fantastic sounds, but it flies terribly. And probably almost all users of the King Air 350 at some point have already told them to improve and fix the problems, because I mean, it's not like you need to rebuild the entire plane. I think it's fine-tune a couple of things. I mean, we've got that freeware C90B and it flies amazingly. Why can't the King Air 350 do the same thing? It's just fine-tune the autopilot, fine-tune the flight model, and it's done, because the rest is fantastic. And what do? They build a 737 MAX. Like, come on. I kind of got happy with it, and at the same time kind of was like, really? You just said like, go somewhere to all the other users of the King Air 350? And it was kind of like weird, because at that post they were writing like, oh, we promise transparency and communication, and basically everything that they weren't doing and they aren't doing about the King Air 350. And that's like really, that's just like, I don't know, it feels a very bad taste for me at least. So I hope with time they will get it fixed. But anyways, I'm happy for the 737 MAX. It's good. I hope the systems are good as well. And they're a competent developer. It's just that they need to fix a couple of things that they would actually probably get a lot of sales from the King Air 350, because there's a lot of people, at least I saw like many comments on Reddit, on Facebook, and on the forum, speaking about like how they want to get the 350, but they simply want because they know it's not updated and not fixed. So yeah, and I mean, the plane is great, and on discount it's like $35. It's a steal. So yeah, rant over. Rant over for now. It's quite calm, man. It is. Wow. From the Tupolev coming to this, it's just like, I'm just relaxing. You guys can't imagine how easy it is to fly a modern plane. Like even a well simulated with procedures and all that stuff. It's just, it is so easy. Wow. And even the 720 feels easy. Like the 720, which came like 6 or 8 years before, or the 707, the Tupolev. And we are crossing paths with traffic. Probably already crossed it. Yeah, missed that one. Because I don't have the contrails on, it's difficult to spot. Oh no. Oh my god. I just thought I broke the Zibo because it just stopped. Okay, I'm not gonna play with this anymore. I'm just gonna leave it on nav mode. JTP pilot as a job has got to be the most safe job from evil AI. I don't think AI is evil, but I think it is kind of like being tried to put they try to put it on every place, and the reality is it doesn't always work like everywhere. So I mean, that's at least my idea. Again, I have a very limited understanding of exactly what is all of that. But, yeah. Okay, let's reset MCP altitude, set it direct to 2,000 feet. And seatbelt sign are gonna come on. Just hear the announcement.
The seatbelt sign has been switched on. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt.
Zibo heard you say it was easy, so it started to throw some failures at you. No, this wasn't a failure. I felt this would be like a sim crash. This would not be a failure. We live in the Terminator world. Skynet is coming. I don't think it's gonna be that way, but yeah, I don't know. Let's do a descent checklist. So pressurization, landing altitude set 0, recall checked. Auto brake 3, landing data. So we got VREF 141, flaps 40, minimums 1,220 set. Approach briefing is complete. Any questions? No questions. You guys like the oh no emoji? Let's see if until the end of 2024 we get some more members on the channel, so that way I can add some new emojis as well. So let's see if it will start to go down correctly. 3.7 on the fuel, looks good. 39 minutes into the flight. Retard mode. Oh, see, the 737 can call you a retard as well. It's not only an Airbus thing anymore. And there it goes, a nice and smooth descent. Wonderful. Very well done. So yeah, speaking of things, I've got all those ideas coming up. So we've got the Tupolev flight, we've got a Cessna 172 Bush edition flight as well coming. So if you guys want to join on that one, I greatly suggest you to join. I think it'd be very interesting to go some bush flying, like on some dirt or gravel strips in the middle of the British Columbia, in the mountains or in the valleys and near the lakes. So that is going to be interesting. And what else do I have incoming? Oh, I know, we're going to definitely have the 321 live stream, which should be very nice as well. And I have one more live stream coming, which is, it's a surprise. I'm not going to tell about this until it happens, but it's actually something I think I never done. Well, actually no, that's a lie. But it's kind of different. But yeah, okay. Time will tell. Time will tell. But it's gonna be nice. 2 to 1, the pilot. Hey man, welcome to the stream. Just in time, we have just started our descent. So just sit and enjoy our visual approach into Toulon. It's gonna be interesting. GTP-R level up 737 textures free? Yeah, I think so. I mean, the plane was free, just as 2 to 1 said. I think they were working on an updated X-Plane 12 version, including Max, and I think it was done with Zibo. So they were cooperating finally, which, because I just think, like, you have Zibo, which is a great guy. He has like a great product, and he always constantly works on it. And then somebody had the brilliant idea of just like, yes, let's build an entire new 737 from scratch. What could go wrong? Yes, so I think the correct action, especially because it's free. Direct required, no, I don't think so. Especially because it's free. I mean, there is no point in doing another version, just cooperate together and make a better product overall. ShayTP Zibo is one guy. I think it started as one guy and then it progressed to a team, but still, like, whoever did the level up 737, what was the point? I never got the point of that airplane. And they had like really great ideas, and the plane was fine, but it had some bugs, and then they released like a second update, I think, and then they just went silent. Like, what's the point? So yeah, actually we do require some drag because the speed's going up, but I'm gonna leave it like this. We're gonna see how it goes. But it's following religiously the VNAV path. Unless the speed goes above 320 knots, which it probably will. I'm gonna start worrying, but it's good. Maintaining good speed. Probably this is because of the tailwind, although I think it should have accounted for it. Don't know. ShayTP explained 13 is close to in 3 years. I never heard anybody speak about explain 13, honestly. Where did you get that information? Because I feel like explain 12 has so much more to give still. By the way, guys, let me do something. So, positioning flight. Oh crap. Oh no, wait, never mind, it's all good. Nice or Montpellier. You have the time until we get to the gate to decide what is the airport we're gonna fly to after we land in Toulon. Okay, 321 at speed. Should I start to get worried? It didn't call for drag required again, so I might just wait a tad more. I'm just using the speed to get there faster. And we're doing an idle descent, so definitely looks like they changed something related to the physics. So definitely the airplane is a lot more slippery than it was before. Let's add a little bit of speed brakes, just a little bit. Let me try and do something. Let me do... Because I see VNAVs working nicely. Vertical speed. I'm just gonna decrease the vertical speed. Yeah, there we go. Set to 50. ShayTP, well, explain releases every 5 years or so. Ah, I see where you're going. Still, 3 years is a lot of time. I really hope we won't have to wait for 3 years. to get some nice ortho in the sim by default. But yeah, like look at this. There's buildings here, but not buildings there. Why? Is my question. Also, I switched the terrain radar on because we have some clouds. And I'm not very familiar with this area, so better be prepared. Check the latest meter. I think I can actually come through the data link. AOC, requests, weather requests. Nope. And now it should be where? Message. Yeah, it's the same. Ceiling and visibility, okay, that's what I wanted, because I want to make sure we have good weather when coming to there. So that's what matters to me, is good weather. I hear X-Plane 12 will be the last X-Plane as Microsoft come out. The 2024? Because it's gonna be like so popular? Maybe. I'm not so sure though. Again, I constantly see posts of different people saying like, oh, I came to X-Plane from Microsoft and I'm never going back because it's just so good, the physics and etc. It's just, we will always have that niche of like small amount of people who will really want the sim that X-Plane is. And also they have like the commercial license, which costs $1,000. So I mean, one commercial license is what, like maybe like 15 licenses, or normal license maybe a little bit less, like 15 licenses, like comparing in terms of pricing. And 10,000 feet lights are gonna come on. We're doing nicely. About 30 miles to go to overfly the field. So just to remember, overfly the field, left-hand turn, traffic pattern, and then turn inbound to be stabilized at 500 feet. This is going to be definitely interesting. I was going to say X-Plane 12 has a solid place in commercial use. Yep. And I think it gives a lot more money than any sim stuff, so they should be fine. And I think they continue to develop for that as well. They definitely have that in mind, because that's where the big money is. Coming into the clouds, how's the temperature? Wait, I'm struggling. Plus 14, okay, fine. Let's go 220 on the speed. Do have some terrain there. 3.6 on the fuel. So since we have started our descent, we basically consumed roughly 100 kilos. Not bad. Not bad, I must say. Yeah, cloud later is quite low. So Montpellier is winning for our positioning flight. That's fine. It's cool. I actually never been there, so I'm curious to see what's there. Is there? I think Transavia actually does some visual approaches to there as well. So maybe we could do something. Something cool. Minus 1,000 feet. Let's go 180 knots. And let it work from here. Nice is such a pretty airport though. Yeah, it is. And the approach is so nice as well. Transition. Level. QNH1020 set 1, 2, and 3. Reading the same. Good. And that's the approach checklist. Altimeters are set and cross-checked. Very good. It's quite bumpy. Sometimes, like, look at that. It's quite bumpy. Probably because of the wind coming from the mountains, because X-Plane actually simulates pretty well all the mountain wave and mountain turbulence. There's an RNAV approach over the city. It's very nice in Montpellier. All right, let's go to Montpellier. I mean, it's winning, and I've never been there, so why not? Also to test out the RNAV capabilities of the Zibo, which I think are perfectly fine. 10 miles to go. Speed check. Flaps 1. Get there in time. Wind my pedals. Okay, break out from the clouds. Scenery looks more or less fine. Actually gonna switch all the lights on already. 10 miles to go. Now I want to center this position because it's probably gonna help me to have an understanding of where am I going. Also, I'm gonna switch on FPV, flight path vector. Switch off the flight directors because they will give us no particular information. Ah, looking nice. Let's go. Announcements. Prepare for landing.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
I really like this livery. There's the airport, you can see it. And I'm telling you very honestly, it's pixelated to the ground because I used Google Source and Google has it pixelated, so nothing I can do. So I'm terribly sorry for that, but it is what it is. 2 to 1, the pilot, are you running on a Mac? No, this is a Windows. I just used the Mac mouse because I like it. it's funny. Speed is check. Let's go for flaps 5. Oh, there's a helicopter landing here in my city. Checked.
2500.
Checked. There's a bit of turbulence. And I'll try to hand fly the approach. So let me go autopilot off. Flight directors off. Auto throttle off, because why not? V speed 146 it is. Gear down. Speed brakes aren't. Discontinuity, that's checked. Flaps 10, sorry. Left hand turn. Whoa, watch out that descent rate. Flaps 25. Correction. There we go. Haven't flown the Zibo for a while. Continuing left turn. And flaps full. Landing checklist. Cabin configuration completed. Start switches. Continue speed brake. Arm gear down. 3 green. Flaps 40. Green light. Landing checklist is complete.
Approaching minimums.
Check. Speed is low. Let's stabilize it.
Minimums.
Time fairly low. Should have started turning probably a little bit earlier, but it's okay. Set runway heading there. So the wind doesn't really help us.
1,000.
Checked.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude.
That's correct. Alright, so let me look outside. There's the bay. There's the water. So that's where we're gonna go. Nice and slowly. Train the airplane properly. A tad low. Correcting. There's the runway. Oh, it's gonna be a nice final turn. A nice turn to final. Crosswind from the right. So we're gonna remember that. I see 4 whites.
500.
Check. That we are stable.
400.
Feel like I should have gone a little bit more away from the thing, but it's all right. Watch that vertical speed.
200.
And you know what it is? It is a go around. Flaps 25, positive climb, gear up. Trim the airplane properly now because this autopilot will go crazy. Oh, no, it doesn't want to disengage the autopilot. The auto thrust.
As we go.
Spine. Flaps 5. Now this is a Boeing. Auto throttle off, because otherwise we'll bust the speed restriction. There's 2,000 feet. Fly the airplane first. We did the right things, guys. That wasn't very nice. So, let's try again. Shall we? Let's go. Nice and slow. Auto throttle on. Flight directors on. Heading select. Altitude hold. Command. Situation is nice and controlled. We could go for flaps 1. I don't think we really need it. So we'll just do a second attempt. Let's go. Left-hand turn. We're gonna do this nice and quick. I felt like I went way too close. Probably that circle is not very nice. Let me go for 2 miles here. Or even 2.5 on this one. Uh, 2.5. Like this. That's alright. It happens. That's why you brief the go-around procedure. I actually didn't brief it, but I knew exactly what I would do. So now just vector ourselves back. So I need to come here to the init, reset the speed, 140. Emojis in the chat. Cooler, I probably would have gone for it, but I tend to commit to unstable approaches. No. Can't do that. What? No, background. It's alright. PA systems, prepare for landing. And we are gonna try another one. 3.2. We still have almost a ton of fuel that we can just spend playing on. But this is challenging. I like it. Okay, let's try it again. So, autopilot off. Auto throttle off. Set speed 145. Flight directors off. Let's go. Gear down. Flaps 10. Yeah, I should have gone like there. That was very bad on me. It's okay. We're gonna do it. There's a tailwind pushing us as well. Oh, look at that vertical speed. What is she saying?
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival and be seated.
Okay, it's just the same thing.
Approaching minimums.
Check. Let's go flaps 25. Oh man, those flaps really come up fast. And flaps full.
Minimums.
Checked. We are stable. Landing checks basically complete. Let's maintain ourselves nicely here. And now I can start descending. Watch for that bank angle, watch for that sink rate. The wind isn't helping.
1,000 feet
Shit.
stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Wind is definitely not helping. But it's good. Gonna do it nicely now. Yeah, you see that wind speed? It's going up and down. I wish I had a second pilot now just to set my heading bug to the correct heading. Like we're way too low now. Man, what a mess of an approach. What did I mess so badly about this? Wow. 253. There we go. This is bad planning. I definitely messed up the planning of this. Because it's the only possible thing. When you plan the things right, they work. Okay, 1 white, 3 reds. Yeah, we were very low there. Sun doesn't help. 2 whites, 2 reds. Okay, now 3 degrees path. How do we do it? We look at our ground speed. Roughly 140. We add a 0, and then we divide by 2, so minus 700 feet a minute. That's the descent rate we want to maintain to be on the path. I can barely see the runway, but it's there. And I feel like I'm trimming a lot, but it's doing very little. And I can barely see it. Whoa, 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 look at that sink rate. I have 1 red, Let's maintain 1,000 feet a minute for now.
300.
Okay, we're lined up. 2 whites, 2 reds. Okay. Holy crap.
200.
Stable. A bit low.
100.
The wind changes so quick.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Speed brakes up. Reverses normal. Steer the airplane, please. Check. We'll maintain the reverse until 60. And reverse is out. 1 hour and 8 minutes. There's the other runway. Auto brake off. Ooh. All right. This was sketchy. I didn't really like how it went, to be honest. Like, I really didn't like how it went. Flaps up. Auto brake off. Really didn't like how that felt. I'm gonna see what did I do wrong in the replay. Whew. But this was challenging, and the wind was not playing along very nicely as well. So that was fun. Still made it with about 800 kilos of spare fuel, so good stuff. Clear on the left. Watch our speed. Nice landing. Well, thank you guys. Out of the runway, strobes off, wing light off. Engine start switches to normal. We've got APU. 4 passengers. Probably got some beating. Okay. Doesn't look bad on Volanta though. Okay, let's go into the gate. Alpha 3 sounds about nice. Here we go. Ground Marshal are waiting for us. 2 minutes on the clock, so just enough to cool down our engines. How can we know the feet per minute at the landing? On Volanta. I usually show it after we land. It's telling me to go to the left. I'm not going to trust him. I'm pretty sure I'm on the line. Okay, parking brake is set. APU is going to come on. Shut down the engines. There we go, exactly 3 minutes. Seatbelt sign off. Wrong. And anti-collision light off. One off and this one off. Stand by the transponder. Can we get a jetway? Yes, we can. Good. Alright, I can reset the flight directors to on. And we've got GPU. Nice. Let's actually switch it on. Switch the APU off for a bit. let it relax. See, I told you I was on the line. Cheeky guy. Okay, so Valenta, please open and enlighten us on what went wrong. So let's review. We've got actually a very nice descent, more or less. Then I overflew the field, and this wasn't bad. I was supposed to be turning here, so I was aiming to the right spot. This is exactly what they do. Let me show you. Actually, if we go to flight radar, there we go. And I come to the arrivals, Paris, playback. Look what they did. They overflew the field, and this is really nice. They overflew the field, they went over the water. Okay. But look, even the altitude is right, because it's 2,000 feet over the field, just as I've planned it. Ground speed's a bit higher than us, but that could be due to the wind. And then he made this turn, visual with the circuit. Yeah, this is what messed up on my side. Look, my first turn was too bad, and my second turn was even... Okay, this is not knowing the region very well, but we have to return and do this later, maybe on a later stream. Basically aim at this. Okay. Now, first time. Landing was minus 107. I floated as hell. But that's fine. I take it. I take it. Okay, so. Right now, people are deboarding. But we have GPU. Interesting. People are deboarding. And so, let me look at the poll. What do we have? Nice is actually winning. Wow, we got 10 votes. Guys, so we're actually going to Nice then. Well, you decided. JTP, sorry we're not going to Montpellier. But I will remember that place. That's an interesting place as well to go. So let's plan real quick a flight to Nice. So I'm gonna edit this flight. And let me use current time, current weather, all that stuff. Game over? No, JTP, don't worry. LF, Tango Hotel. Mike November, I think. Yes, it is. Also, I'm gonna use my own 311. And now I'm gonna cheat. Not cheat, actually. I'll just do optional. Payload is gonna be 0. Rate is gonna be 0. So it's completely a completely empty plane. That's exactly what we want. This sounds good. So let's generate the flight. And if I recall, I just saw approach come on in Nice. Yes, 134475. So we've got approach. That's good. This means better to me to pre-file the flight plan, because that's something I forgot to do. And change my call sign. TSV. Wait, what's the correct Transavia call sign? Sorry. I just confused myself now. TVF, okay. So TVF is actually correct. What's the cruise altitude? 7,000 feet, sounds good. Flight plan is filled. TVF connected. Excellent. And now I'll just go for a straight out departure without too much path. So let me close this. Let me close this. Now close this one as well. And I'll just open Nice. Charts. Now, view PDF. Let's terminate flight leg. Clear the plane. Weight and balance. Approach rating, great. Landing, probably. Okay. Payload, let's set 0. And fuel, probably just a little bit of refuel, and probably it would be correct for me to tanker fuel, but it's too late for that. Let's do 4 tons. Called fuel truck. Okay, init ref route. Whew, this was interesting. Mike November TVF 311. Departure. Gonna use same runway 23. And nothing. Activate. Execute. Next page, and then I'm just gonna use the route direct to Rubit. Alpha 3 to STP. Could I just go Yankee 15 already? Good. To Rapid. Execute. Wait, we're gonna do arrival, of course. Of course we're gonna do the arrival. And usually in this they give us... What do they give us? They give us the RNP for the visual. Hello, start up on 126325. 126325. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna call him there. Expect STP departure then vector. Okay. So let's correct that one.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good
Thank
to go.
you, 15 checked. Seatbelt sign on. Fuel pumps on. To rapid. Execute. Arrival. Arrival. We should have an ATIS in Nice. But I don't find any. Oh, we have a plane. Oh, look. Somebody decided to join us. In a Transavia 737. Who? Which of you is it? Emil, is that you? Got the engine started. Okay, 04 left it is. 2 to 1, I'm right next to you. Hey, you're gonna fly to Nice with me, let's go. So, 04 left it should be, but it's gonna be RFA 04 left via. No, I need the charts. I need the charts, otherwise I will not be able to do this. No, that's instruction. This is going to be our departure. I'm going to leave it there. And now for Nice. First of all, let's open the airport. Let's open this one. And now let's open... Do we have a parking chart? No. That's all data, SIDs. I guess we're just gonna go direct. Initial approach sharp runway 04 VPT, here it is. This is the visual pass segment. And now I just need, I guess it's this one. Yeah, good. From Zibo, this is exactly what I need. Now, latest thing. Top of descent, Saint-Tropez. Don't even have rapids. Why is it there? Doesn't make any sense. Simbre, for once you did something wrong, I guess. 04 left. Mike, Uniform Sierra, or... Can we just go from Zibo? That would be perfect. But I guess not. So let's find a site. Star, we're going from west. Mike Uniform Sierra, but we're going from Sierra Tango Papa. Okay, I'll use this one then. Execute route. Let's check. Yeah. Rapid is going into the bin. STP MUS. There's and there is Zibo. Good. Okay, I'll take this one. Fine. Now. So that was rate 0 minimum. And we said 7,000. 7,000 it is. Runway heading. Let's plan the rest of the V speeds. Gross weight is this one. We only needed 3.6. We have 4 for our reserves. We need 4 reserves. 1.9. Cost index is going to be 30. Cruise is going to be 70. Not gonna care about the winds and 1 limit. Let's go take off the rate 1 probably and climb. Take off flaps 5, CG. 27 on the speed. Wow, that's light. 4.75. Set 127 is V2. Is that correct? It is. Same thrust reduction 8,000, acceleration 3,000. Out of throttle armed. Gonna go LNAV, VNAV to start with. TCAS is off. Let's go altitude off. Can they please stop cleaning the plane? And we don't start the flight leg because there's nobody on board. So I'm gonna start the APU. And I'm going to come to the fix info page and just do a couple of drawings. So let me see, Mike November 04 Alpha. Yes. 354. Yes, and now I could set the ILS just to make it easier, so that we would have an extra guidance. 04 less ILS. 04 left, sorry. Show path. ILS. That's about it. Let me clear this one. 042. This sun doesn't really help. 042 here and here. Set, and the frequency is going to be 109.95. Set on both sides. That is good. Startup 126325. Switch it over, and I'm gonna wait. Now, what's my SID, please? Ah, sure. Let me show you. So I'm gonna depart via. This is Sierra Tango Papa 2 Whiskey departure out of runway 23, climbing to 7,000, and then I expect vectors. That's what the ATC gave me, at least. QNH is the same, and APU is started. Got bleed. Got everything. So, guys, let's do a departure and arrival briefing, because it's going to be a very short flight. And reset the clocks. I need to reset Volanta as well. Like this, so you should be able to see everything nicely. And now it's time for the departure briefing. So we're flying 737-800 empty flight Transavia 311, no temps for the departure or check. The weather is good, NTI is not required, terrain radar will not be required. Actually, I'll leave it on. As for the airport layout, we are in the civilian position. We're going to taxi via taxiway Tango, runway 31, then right runway 23, backtrack. I don't think we can taxi through these ones. If we can, I'll do it. If not, I'll go through the runway. Backtrack and depart runway 23. Runway is dry, winds coming from the right, slight crosswind. Config is going to be derated 1, flaps 5. The departure is going to be via the Sierra Tango Papa 2 Whiskey departure. Slight left turn, and then at 1,000 feet left to an intercept heading for the radial 05, course 058 to Sierra Tango Papa, frequency 116.5, then vectors. Initial climb 7,000, radio navs are set. For the ILS already, and special considerations. No special considerations apart from be careful because the plane is very light. Abnormals, I'll just consider this going to be the normal briefing. So if something goes wrong, the one thing we're going to do is just which is depart straight ahead and climb 3,000, then probably request vectors, and we'll see how we go. That's about it for the departure briefing. Now, because this is going to be really close, let's already jump to the arrival briefing. And check what's the weather in this. 206 knots. Oh wait, this is the forecast, sorry. 330 at 9 knots, good visibility, few clouds 2,000 feet, temperature 12, QNH 1018. No significant change, sounds good. So the status regarded weather is good, no temps. I didn't check the no temps, so if you guys allow me, I'll just skip that part for now. NTS will not be required, terrain will be on. Top of descent will be according to the ATC and the procedures. There's no big deal. And what I anticipate is we're going to get the direct vector to Zibo, to which we have a speed restriction of 190 knots. And then we have a final approach fixed, Foxtrot November 104A at 3,000. From there on, we start the descent on 3 degrees glide path to Mike November's correction. Yeah, exactly, Mike November 04 Alpha. And from there on, we continue on a visual approach to runway 04 left, should be 04 left for landings if I recall correctly. I still don't see any 80s, but I think it's gonna be 04 left. If not, we can just sidestep, just make sure that we're gonna correct a little bit for the difference, and that is about it. Now, we've got the ILS for 04 left for extra guidance to be correct on our path. And that's about it. Go around procedure. Climb straight ahead, passing a beam, Lanville Hospital. Should be like a big building, probably 5 nautical miles. Charlie Golf Sierra, or 2.5 miles. November India? Yeah, November India. It's the localizer. Good. Turn right, heading 110, climbing to 3000, maximum 220 knots. In case of radio communication failure, follow the same path and join nearest 3000. Let's go around set. Reading of set. Got the ILS. Alternate and fuel or alternate. Probably is Marseille. Yes, it is. So we've got fuel for that. Config and distance for landing. Probably going to be flaps 30. Auto brake 3. No, auto brake 2. Yeah, reverse normal. And vacate somewhere along Foxtrot 1 or Echo Golf to Golf, and then to any stand that he will give us. The problem with the stands is I don't have a stand chart, because there is no stand chart here, at least not that I know. Ah, there we go. Okay, found it. Good. We've got the stands, so we are flying. Let me zoom in on this. Fantastic, that's about it. No special considerations, and we'll deal with the abnormals. That's the entire brief complete. Any questions, guys? Post those in the comments. Switch over to the APU. When I leave the cockpit door open, there is nobody in. Ground services, let's close the doors. Probably switch the beacon light on. And I can disconnect GPU, remove the chocks. And that is about it. Let's actually call. Let's not call anybody pre-flight, not required before start. Okay, let's call the tower. Approach, sorry. 126.325. And we are on stand what? We are on stand. I'm gonna use the best to explain. Function Alpha 3. Stand Alpha 3. Here we go. And this approach. Hello, Transavia 311 at Toulon. Stand Alpha 3 with your clearance for Sierra Tango Papa departure. Ready for push and start. Oh, 126, what a moron. 126.325. Let's call better pushback already.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
I wonder where will he be able to push us. Probably here to Alpha 1. Yeah, let's tell him to push me to Alpha 1. Or just push me like this. And then this. Actually, we'll just wait. Well, let's connect first. Can I connect first?
Ground to cockpit. Tower is driving up.
Nice approach. Hello, Transavia 311 at Toulon. Stand Alpha 3 with your departure clearance via Sierra Tango Papa. Requesting push and start.
Transavia 311, bonjour. Expect Saint-Tropez. Departure. Would you like 005 or 23?
Roger, we have Saint-Tropez departure in the box for runway 23, Transavia 311.
Transavia 311, Roger, Saint-Tropez 2 Whiskey, full clearance during taxi, startup approved and push approved according to marshal report to taxi.
Roger, push approved, clearance during taxi, will report ready to taxi Transavia 311. Excellent, so start pushback. Let's go here, let's give space to 221 for his push. We've got the clearance, so toggle the jetway. Before start checklist, papers are aboard, mobile phones off, flight deck door. I'm gonna leave it open. Fuel, we've got 4 tons on board, passengers, pumps are on, passengers are, signs are on, windows are locked. We've got MCP V2127 heading 253, altitude 7,000. We've got VNAV armed. Takeoff with speeds 112, 113 and 127 is set. CDU pre-flight completed, rudder and aileron trim is free and 0. Taxi takeoff brief is complete, anti-collision light is on. Before start checklist is complete. Brakes are released, clear to push, and we're going to start 2 and 1.
Pushback, and you may start engines.
Excellent, let's go. Start the chrono. On our empty 737. I'm gonna wait a little bit with the engine start, otherwise we'll just sit there idling, waiting for the pushback to be complete. This one is Golf Hotel, Golf Zulu Hotel Bravo. That one is Golf Zulu Hotel November. So they're not very far from each other. Are we gonna start to turn? Yeah. Okay. We started to get worried. Synchronous are ready for takeoff. Oh yeah. Okay, let's go. Packs off. And starting 2. Start valve open and 2 is on the rise. Clear prop. That's correct. Nice. 22, introduce the fuel. There's the GTN and one rise. Good start in number 2, starting 1. Start valve open and 2 on the rise. Why was I setting heading 253? I think I was mistaking that with Paris. Fuel.
Nice approach, good evening, Ocean 77 Papa Charlie, radio check. Ocean 77 Papa Charlie, 5. Ocean 77 Papa Charlie, good evening. With information Bravo at stand 1 for Charlie, request IVR clearance to Cologne. Ocean 77 Bravo Charlie, startup approved, Bazip 7 Alpha cushion. Expect Bazip 7 Alpha departure, Squawk 5.
Now we've got Yadis. That's a good start on both engines.
I'll call you back for start. 5611 Squawk and Bazi 7 Alpha departure. Do you have an initial climb clearance for me? Ocean 77 Papa Charlie? Ocean 77 Papa Charlie, initial climb published level 100. Climb flight level 100, Ocean 77 Papa Charlie.
IPU is off, trim seat, flight controls check. Left, right, neutral.
Operation complete.
Bonjour, Renault 3640,
Parking brake set. Rudder is checked.
170 for the Bombay Street, station 7 level 150, RNPFR
Good.
on audio for left.
Before taxi checklist in a bit.
3640. Just confirm for Red Nose 3640, continue on the Poly arrival. I firm, leave body heading 200, vector 0 and Alpha 0 for left. Leave body to...
Before taxi generators on, probe heat on, NTIs auto, isolation valve, correction, NTIs off, isolation valve auto, engine start switches continuous. Recall checked, auto brake, RTO set. Engine start levers idle, D10 flight controls check, flaps 5 green light, ground movement is about to be clear.
Hand signal on the right.
Transavia 7032 demande de l'heure de l'envol à 20h Zulu, s'il vous plaît.
Reçu, mise en route approuvée. La 05 ou la 23 à discrétion, le vent 260 degrés sineux.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Un départ Saint-Tropez, clearance complète au repoussage.
Transavia 7032, je vais prendre la piste 23 et on se rappellera.
Reçu, donc Saint-Tropez de Whisky, clearance complète au roulage.
There's a hand signal. Miss approach, Transavia 311, request taxi.
Transavia 311, taxi Tango 10, backtrack runway 13 and 23, line up 23, report ready.
Taxi Tango 10, backtrack runway 13, and backtrack runway 23, report ready. Transavia 311. Let's go, brakes released, lights are on. Takeoff config checked. Brake check. Let's go. Let's go transponder TARA because we are gonna go into the runway. Two to one. Well, I won't be able to wait for you way too much because we have to backtrack 2 runways. So we're gonna have separation anyways. But I will do my slow taxi.
Ocean 77 Papa Charlie, ready for push and start. Ocean 77 Papa Charlie, Roger. Either you update your
Strobes on, wing on.
Now, or you have to wait 2 minutes. Okay, you can wait a few minutes. Ocean 77 Papa Charlie. Either you go
Clear on the left,
you update your
clear on the right.
or you have to wait 2 more minutes.
Taxi at 5 knots. Yep.
Roger, I'll wait 2 more minutes. Ocean 77 Papa
I hope there's nobody coming,
Roger.
but looks like no. I'll be going 10 knots. That's the only way I can wait for you. Man, the plane feels actually lighter, even on the taxi. There you go, pushing back. I'm going really slow.
Ocean 77 Papa Charlie, contact ground for startup 121, decimal 705, see you. 121-705, call you later, Ocean 77 Papa Charlie.
Oh, Ocean, that's a Discover. Alright, we got the clearance to backtrack runway 2. So clear left, clear right.
Clearance 101 at 3000 feet, NOS 3640. Radar 3640, I confirm QNH 1019er. QNH 1019er, Redmond 3640. France LA 311, clearance.
Go ahead for Transavia 311.
Transavia 311, Saint-Tropez 2 Whiskey departure, level 80/5670.
Saint-Tropez 2 Whiskey departure, level 80/5670, Transavia 311.
Transavia 311, correct.
Okay, let's set the squawk 56. 5670. Oops. And I need to change the cruise altitude. Execute, verify takeoff speeds, no problem. It's exactly the same. And 80 is set. Are you almost ready for taxi? Let's do before takeoff checklist. Flaps 5, grain light D10, stabilizer trim, got 4.5 units. Set, it's changed. Cabin identification is completed, transponder TARA is set. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Good stuff. This is interesting. We had to backtrack 2 runways for this, so definitely an interesting airport. Right.
Radar 3640, turn right heading 220. Right, 220, Radar 3640.
Do a nice lineup already, 2-3. Guys got those takeoff okays in chat? Alright, 2-1. I'm gonna go. Nice approach, Transavia 311 ready for departure.
Transavia 311, runway 23, clear for takeoff, wind 270 degrees, 6 knots, report level 80, steady.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23, report level 80, steady, Transavia 311. 40% guys, let's go. We've got the clearance. Stabilized. Full power. And 1 toga. First set. Oh my god, that was a kick. Airspeed alive.
Right, 260, Radar 3640.
Check. Rotate.
Go ahead.
Positive point. Europe. Well now. Look at it go.
Reçu, donc clearance complète au roulage, rappelez
Well nav, VNAV speed. And 1.
1000.
Check.
Transavia 7032, j'ai déjà fait mon taxi, j'ai oublié de vous appeler pour le repoussage.
We could go flaps 1 right now.
Vous
And look at the climb rate.
Transavia 70-32, affirmatif.
70-32, en plus de débuter le roulage, je semble l'avoir demandé, vous utilisez le taxiway 3 qui n'est pas
Autopilot
adapté pour
1.
votre poids. Donc c'est pas grave, maintenant on va appeler Eco 3, mais le taxiway n'est pas utilisable pour un 37 à 320 et tout autre avion catégorie C.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Transavia 70-32, je suis désolé, mais je fais comment du coup?
Man, that was a quick takeoff.
Transavia 70-32, je rappelle pour l'attente Eco 3.
Ados 3640, direct Zibo,
There he is.
450 for left.
Speed check. Flaps up.
Consolate 311, identified.
Position altitude, QNH standard set on 1, 2, and 3. After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds on, packs auto, gear up and off, no lights. Flaps up, no lights. Altimeter standard set. After takeoff checklist complete.
Transavia 70-32 au stand, enfin à l'arrêt Eco 3,
What a rocket departure, look at us go.
Consolate 70-32, Consolate 70-32, piste 23, intersection Eco 3. Alignez-vous et attendez.
There's 1,000 to go.
Et Consolate 70-32, vous êtes prêts à copier?
Transavia 70-32, go ahead.
Consolate 70-32, départ Saint-Tropez, 2 whisky, transpondeur 56.
From the speed we have passed.
Niveau 80.
There's 8,000. Auto brake off.
Transavia 70-32, départ via Saint-Tropez 2 whisky, squawk 5608, initial climb 0888, oula,
That was
008.
quick.
Consolate 70-32, négatif, niveau 80 initialement, et le transpondeur 5671, 5671.
Transavia 70-32, transpondeur 5671, montée initiale 80.
Consolate 56, caution 70-32, correct, piste 23, autorise décollage, 270 degrés sino.
Transavia 70-32, autorisé décollage, piste 23.
Consolate 311, expect RNP Alpha, runway 04 left, direct Zibo, report for descent.
Expect RNP 04 left, direct Bisbo, report ready for descent, Transavia 311. Let's go, direct Bisbo.
Ados 3640, number 1, report turning final 04 left.
Confirmed, confirmed.
Call final 04 left, no state 640.
So guys, how did you like this quick departure? We are already on the way to the approach. That was really quick. What the hell was that sound? Was that the sound of a toilet? That really sounded like a toilet. Cabin crew?
Approach, Ocean 77, Papa Charlie back with you, ready for departure, Ocean 77, Papa Charlie, bonjour from Alpha 1, la note runway 04 left,
Oh my god.
takeoff, wind 010 degrees 8 knots. 04 left, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, 8, this is Juliet. QNH 109. That's set already. Nice approach to Transavia 311, request to send in 10 miles.
Consolate 311, Angel 1 ready, descent level 60 initially.
Ready to send level 60 initially to Transavia 311.
Consolate 70-32, identifié, rappelez stade 80.
60 set.
32, stade 80.
Négatif, rappelez stable, niveau de vol 80.
Oh, I think we landed here before. On a Piper
3640,
Seneca?
departure ahead.
Yeah, we did. Synchronous flyer, remember?
640.
I think you flew with me. Synchronous flight, another sound. Oh my god, flight deck door is open. Yeah, I mean, we have an empty plane. Just the cabin crew, so Why not? By the way, for TVF, the call sign is France Orly. Oh no. Okay.
Transavia 70-32 au stade 80.
Well,
Soleil 70,
I'll just go with Transavia. But thanks for saying that.
Transavia 70-32 direct Zibo pour la RNP 04L.
Did you hear it again? That really sounded like a toilet sound. You can hear them say it on frequency. Okay, probably I didn't understand it very well. Shitty could have gone in Toulon. What do you mean?
3640, runway 04 left, clear Toulon, wind 33 degrees, 8 knots.
Shitty Pete was this airport. Yeah, good times. That was fun.
Ocean 77, Papa Charlie identified, climb level 160. Climb to flight level 160, Ocean 77, Papa Charlie.
Ocean is a nice call sign.
France Soleil 311, descend 3000 feet, QNH 101, maneuver cleared RNP Alpha, runway 04 left.
Descend 3000 feet, QNH 109 are cleared, RNP 04 left. So, Transavia 311. Excellent. There goes the helicopter. I don't know if you can hear it.
Ocean 77, Papa Charlie, left turn direct BASIP. Left turn direct BASIP, Ocean 77, Papa Charlie.
There we go, FMC speed at Zibo, we have a maximum of 190, that's correct. Down we go. And let's set the QNH 1019 on one. Oh, wait. 1019, 1019. Set reading the same. Forgot to do the send checklist. Let's do it. Pressurization. Landing altitude 0. Recall checked. Auto rate 2. Oh, minimums. We didn't set the minimums. MDA is 2000. Let's set 2000.
121.705, au revoir.
121.705, so long.
2000 is set. Landing data, VRF, and minimums. We haven't set those as well. Let's go for flaps 30. 24. Sounds right, and approach briefing is complete. Descent checklist complete, approach checklist is completed as well. Just cooler, I forgot to go in Toulon, sorry. JDP and cooler, you just nice, that was nice. Just aviation question, how do I add the flight info to my stream for X-Plane 12? Are you saying this overlay that I have, like this thing here, which appeared and disappeared now, and now it's broken, and now it appears? This is a plugin from Volante itself. You can go into the settings of Volante, and you will have a source that you have to copy and then input into your Streamlabs or OBS program, whatever streaming program you use, and from there on it's just gonna be fine. Just make sure to confirm that it works nicely. By the way, check this out. No. The seats are green. Are they actually like this in Transavia? Anyway. That's very green. Nice sun. When will they fix this? Cooler. Yes, they are green. Nice.
QNH 1019.
Drag required. That is checked, flaps 1.
Négatif, descendez 3000 pieds QNH, autorisé RNP Alpha 04 gauche.
Autorisé 04 gauche, descente 3000 pieds.
You're gonna have to go with some speed brakes. Yeah, energy management is not fantastic. Volanta could work for X-Plane 12. Yes, Volanta works for any sim. I've never flown in Transavia, but a friend has. Nice. So he got to do the tour report.
Ocean 77 Papa Charlie, 122.
Apocalypse Sun. Yeah, basically.
Unicom, Ocean 77 Papa Charlie, thank you for ATC and have a nice evening.
Choose, good luck.
Good on the speed.
Departure, bonjour again. Delta India Romeo Romeo Echo, holding Charlie 1 fully ready for departure. Delta Romeo Echo, bonjour. From Charlie 1, prenons 0 for left, clear for takeoff, 330 degrees 8 knots. From Charlie 1, lining up runway 0 for left and cleared for takeoff. Delta India Romeo Romeo Echo.
1,000 to go.
And his approach, Transavia 311, confirm we can descend on the RNP.
Australia 311 firm, cleared approach and call me back 118.7.
Roger, continue approach and call on 118.7, Transavia 311.
Soleil 70-32, rappelez-moi sur 134.4.
FMC speed. Let's set 2000. So MDA and 3000 is the go around altitude.
134.475, 134.475.
Je rappelle sur la 134.475.
Speed is checked. Let's go for flaps 5. Killer, I did a turn to land RNP to Nice last week as a landing challenge. Nice. You need to do Madeira as well. There we go. FMC speed. We are descending on a path. That is good.
1,000 to go.
Check. Speed is gonna be 124, 129.
$2,500.
Checked. Let's go autopilot off. Auto throttle off. Flight directors off.
Approaching minimums.
Soleil 300, Cochin Soleil 311 on frequency.
Let's start Transavia 311 on the frequency. You're down.
Bonjour, number 1 on 0 for left, clear to land, wind 330 degrees 8 knots.
Take to land 0 for left, Transavia 311. And flaps 30. Split brake armed. Whoa. This is very hard. Like the flaps are very hard. Just continue the descent. There's the power. Look at us on the glide path perfectly. Landing checklist. Cabin identification completed. Start switches continuous. Speed brake on. Landing gear down 3. Green. Flaps 30. Green light. Landing checklist is complete. The runway is visual. We have the ILS to help us out. The wind is coming from our front, so we compensate for the wind. Ground speed is 127, roughly 130, so minus 650. That's the vertical speed required. Let's start the turn.
Alpha 311, taxiway Foxtrot 1 closed.
Taxiway Foxtrot 1 closed. Transavia 311. Checked. Absolutely stabilized. Foxtrot 1 closed. No problem. I wasn't planning going there. Bit high. Correcting. Now basically we can just use the ILS for guidance. Just do a nice...
Transavia 70-32 à 2000 pieds en approche pour la 04L.
Bonjour François 70-32, vous êtes bien trop rapide. Annulez l'approche.
Why do I feel like this 9 knots crosswind feels stronger than it is?
Transavia 70-32 sur un circuit à Lima 4, je ralentis.
Remember the localizer is offset. Is it really?
04 gauche, vous êtes bien trop rapide.
400.
Yeah, looks like it is.
300.
We are going visually.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Of course, I had to botch the last landing. Speed brakes up, reverse is normal.
80 knots.
Manual braking. Let's keep it rolling. Because Foxtrot 1 is closed. Foxtrot 1 is the next one.
Soleil 70-32, numéro 1, piste occupée, rappelez finale.
Transavia 70-32, je rappelle pour la finale.
18 minutes of flight.
Soleil 311, left on uniform, contact ground 121.705. Au revoir.
Left on uniform, contact ground 121.705. Bye bye, Transavia 311. Clear on the left. Uniform. Off we go. That was a shit landing. 21705. In a moment. Let's just finish turning. One, 21705. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, they changed a lot how the ground handling is. Nice ground, hello, Transavia 311 on uniform.
Alpha Soleil 311, good evening. Continue uniform, gate 48 Alpha via uniform, Charlie.
Continue via uniform, Charlie, gate 48 Alpha, Transavia 311. This one goes here, this one goes here, this goes out, off. We don't have weather radar. Flight directors are off. Good stuff. Alright, uniform Charlie. 48 Alpha, he said to me. Clear left, clear right. Any landing you can walk away is a good landing. Yeah, but this one I really botched it. I don't know, there is something weird about this wind. Like 9 knots wind should not be this hard. I really want to see the how is his name? 2-1 landing. Here we go, he's on the approach. Yeah, the ground handling is different, definitely. But it's not bad. It's just different. Clear right. Clear left, clear right. 48 Alpha. 48 Charlie, 48 Bravo. 48 Bravo, 48 Charlie, 48 Alpha, there it is. Taxi light off. That's a nice parking position, never had this one. No marshaller, but it's fine. Alright, parking brake set, lights are off, switch on to the APU, shut down. 36 minutes off block. And this. I could even go ahead and do this and then do this. Alright, 2 0 0 0. Miss Ground, Transavia 311 on the stand. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Transavia 311, frequency change up. Good night. Bye bye.
Excellent. So I'll just connect the GPU to be more or less realistic. Shut down the APU. And I could probably switch these two off. Parking checklist or shutdown checklist. RS mode selectors are off, fuel pumps off, probe heat off, hydraulic panel set, flaps up, parking brake set, start levers could all whether are off, mobile phone on. Shutdown checklist is complete. We're gonna leave the plane as it is right here, and I'm just gonna call the stairs. Whew. All right. Look at that parking. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, this GPU is loud. Gonna leave it like this. So let's check Volanta. And let's see. Oh, let's see if I can catch the landing. Yes, just in time. Look. I hope he lands better than me. Nice sunset landing. With the boat. Yeah, that was a great landing. Well done. Very well done. Alright, and we are gonna check. We're gonna check what's there on Volanta. Review my flight. Nice rocket departure. Nice approach. Landing was not good. Minus 380, I don't believe that though. But let's actually see. I'm gonna try and use the replay. Oh, is it really gonna... Oh, no. Okay, good. I'm gonna try and watch the replay. I mean, it's bad, but I don't believe it's minus 380 bad. But we'll see. Let's watch. Oh, come on, that's not minus 380. That was not as bad. I don't get this landing rates, really. And the landing effects are so strong as well sometimes. No, it's not bad. It's just the effect is so strong. Nah, that's fine. That's totally fine. And we probably lost all ground services. Well, we lost the GPU. That's alright, let's switch off the battery. So it doesn't make any noise. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this little stream on the 737 with the Zibo. Definitely had some changes on the flight model. I definitely feel that there is this slight, how would I say it? It's more slippery, you know? Definitely more slippery. And but it feels good. It feels a lot more like a plane, I think, and it's good. It's nice to have this for free as well on the sim, and it was good to visit a couple of very interesting and fun airports here in France. So I really want to try to stream during the week, next week, like on Wednesday. So I will try to do it, but I don't want to promise too much, but yeah, I will try. I'm going to try to get 2 streams next week. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're not, see you there, guys. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Where is he? 2-1. Thank you very much for flying with me. It's been great. Nice to see 2 Transavias. Actually, you're with the old livery now that I changed. I respawned again in VATSIM, and it's really nice, really cool to see 2 Transavias, and there you are parking near us. So that's excellent, really cool stuff, guys. I wish you everybody a nice rest of the weekend and a good start of the next week. We're gonna see you there. Everybody stay awesome. Goodbye.